What's up, y'all? It's Sharpie. Welcome back to the channel. We are back on SkyFactory. First off, hopefully y'all had a good 4th of July weekend. Hopefully y'all saw some good fireworks one night. In the last episode, we did get the start to the mystical agriculture farm. Now what I want to do is work on the dye farm. But before we can do that, we will need to get 2 or at least 1 more color into our arsenal, so that way we can, 1, add it to the farm, but also start getting iron. That's right, we need to work on light gray. Let's get into it. Yeah, so again, hopefully y'all had a good 4th of July weekend. Luckily, we did not have to worry about our neighbors. It was actually pretty chill. I mean, a couple decent big ones. Our time around maybe 10:30, it kind of chilled out. I think most people kind of wanted to go downtown. We do want to get light gray to get iron because I will need a stone cutter to be able to get the dripstone stuff. I'm not sure if I will be able to complete the farm today. I just at least want to get it started. And so again, like I said, the first thing I need to get is light gray, which I thought would be a minute, but I did learn that at least if you take stone, actually we need quite a bit anyways, scrap 6 and smelt it into stone, and then smelt it again into smooth stone, that will actually unlock light gray. I actually just need 4 pieces of stone, 3 for the stone cutter, 1 for the smooth stone. So let's see, are these done? This is nice. We add 1 more back to the furnace to make the smooth stone. We'll hold on to these for later on. So the stone just gives us gray. However, the smooth stone gives us light gray. So now we can actually take a piece of white and gray, get color sapling and the seed. There we go. Now we can make the light gray dye. Light gray seed here. Oh, make sure we... There we go. Last time we actually made a blue seed. Didn't want that. Oh, and actually, instead we're going to go ahead and plant it. And we already have our first blue, or sorry, orange essence. I had a blue check mark. Yeah, so now that we have light gray, I'm basically going to be focusing on making as much light gray as possible to make iron, because I know I'm going to need at least 7 pieces. I want to upgrade my bucket to a iron bucket, so that way when I have to move lava back and forth, I don't have to worry about the bucket breaking. Let's see, how much can I actually make so far? 10? So 2 pieces. All right, and then another thing I want to make, so I'll do that now. Get another piece of cobble, put it here, get the hammer, because I need a piece of flint. Done with the hammer. Just grab, there we go, 1 piece of flint. We'll use 1 of that for flint and steel. Keep our soul on us. Because what I need to do, I need to make a piece of lapis. So we do is put the soul out. I just need 1 piece of lapis. Like that. Toss that into it. Toss that into it. Toss it into it.
Boo! You suck!
Why is it not working? There we go. So you throw lapis into sulfire and you get prismarine, which will also unlock cyan. And to make cyan, we get 1 green, 1 blue. We have cyan. Again, even though I am holding off on the trees, I still want to make the trees, so I have it. Tree. Okay, cyan seeds. Go ahead and place that. Keep written. Just go ahead and place it. There we go. So already 2 more colors added. Let's take a look at our book. So we have cyan, we have light gray. Now it's just purple, pink, magenta, and lime. We're getting closer to actually being able to open up into the mod pack. Because again, I just wanted to get all the colors beforehand and actually start getting a good amount of the dyes before really going into the mod pack. Now I just need to start cranking out iron. Go ahead and make the stone cutter. Place that there. Won't really need it right now. Another thing I want to try and make today is the extruder. So this is what will eventually also be an automated cobble gen. But what I really need to now is just focus on getting as much of the iron as possible, because I'm going to need 3 more for the bucket, 2 more for shears. I do want to go ahead and get shears so that way I can, when I am growing the trees, I can get the leaves and use the leaves for the dirt. And then I can also use the leaves for the composter to make bone meal. So there's 4. Be enough for what we kind of want to upgrade for now. I'll probably also upgrade my like other equipments like my axe and whatnot. Because I was gonna wait till I just do a diamond, but that's gonna be a minute because it's gonna be a lot more blue than cyan. Like 7 blue and 1 cyan makes 1 diamond. So I'll probably wait until I get the actual dye farm going with purple colors so I can get the farm part set up, make it complete, and then I can add as more colors. Then I'll do that. And then what I was, I decided to set up all the way and then set up all the colors I already have access to, and then just leave like I just need 4 more colors. If I set the area and have 4 like all the slots for the colors, I'll do that. Another 3 more. All right, so there's 7. So first thing I want to do is got my bucket and toss this one. Sort as well. What I'll probably do is just extend this way, and I will start working on the dye farm. I need 16 dripstone blocks and 16 dripstone points. Because again, once I can get the dye farm up and going, I will not have to worry about the trees at all. I can let it do its thing, and then when it's done, all I have to worry about is collecting it until I can fully automate it. Yeah, because once I can get the dripstone stuff ready, at that point I can go ahead and build the area for the dye farm. Because the only thing the dye farm really is just water blocks with the dripstone point, and the sand underneath. That's it. Wait, I didn't make shears. I do want to make shears because I can now grab the vines as well, and these can actually be used as bone meal. Because I would want to say I pretty much could get lime right now. I just would have to go into a little bit of create to do so. So what I need to make is a fan, make grass, put the grass in water, and then have the fan blow into the water, and that will turn the grass into seagrass. At that point, we will unlock lime, use the seagrass, smelt it, and then it becomes lime dye. Once I get enough of the dripstone, what I'll probably do is just take a few minutes to collect as much cobblestone as I can to make a big platform, and then set up where everything's gonna go. For example, so like if I can set up for like late game, not have to worry about it later on. So meaning I can, oh, I didn't mean, whatever. Now I have leaves. I didn't mean to do that. If I can go ahead and make the area for like kind of late game, I'll go ahead and do that. But I think for right now, what I'll probably just do is just make a small area that will hold the 16 colors. So we have, all right, so we have enough for our 16 colors of just the dripstone blocks. I will still need to make more for the points. Okay, so now that we got those done, I can go ahead and put all this up and then get tons of cobble, make a platform, and now we just get tons of cobble, which I think I actually have, yeah, I have 18, so good, something to start. But all right, and I'm just gonna be here for a minute. I don't know why I thought of this, but so you know how people are like, oh, Die Hard is a Christmas movie or isn't a Christmas movie? Would you consider Joe Dirt a 4th of July movie since he's always talking about fireworks? And I totally now have everything outlined. We'll do a 15 by 15. That would actually be perfect for, because I know it can do a 13 by 13 for the item collector. So I'm gonna do again 15 by 15. So that's 2, 3. Basically got the outline of it done. All right, so we officially have the outside done. Now I just need to get the inside. I may do gray logs. This will work. I didn't save any logs either. I was gonna at least save some for like pillars, but whatever. All right, there we go. So now we have our platform for the dye farm. Now I just need to get it all set up, different spots for each of the colors. Now I just gotta figure out how I want these to get set up. One here. Again, this is actually go up. I'm only placing this here so I know where, like, in a sense, the sand would be. So like one here. Okay, so I need more, but I just want to see if this is right. So that's the point. And then sand, yeah. The only thing I have to remember now is I'm gonna have to have something up top blocking the water as well. And then if I can get at least the farm part set up and ready to go, then I would like to go ahead and get into create and get the extruder going, so that way I don't have to worry about getting cobble. I'm also gonna try to remember to save some logs for like the pillars. Oh yeah, also another thing that is in this mod pack is the climb mod. So if you don't know what that is, what it basically is, so like with fences, if you try and hop over it, if you hit shift when you jump, I can't actually get on top of there. I would usually have to like make something climb over. Well, if I hit shift and let go, what I actually do, and I hopefully I don't die doing this, but so what I usually do is I walk forward, and when I hit shift, you actually kind of hold yourself in place for a second. So if you do that really quick, you actually will climb. That's very useful if you don't want to make ladders to climb up here. You just do that and you're good to go. I also have to be very careful when it comes to vein mining, because if I accidentally vein mine this, the whole floor's gone. Okay, now it's done. I had to put up one more. Probably should also be getting some of the brown ones done too, because I do need some more dripstone. One dripstone block gets 4, so I just need to make 4 dripstone blocks. Because again, once I can make sugarcane, that's when the bone meal and stuff would be outrageous, just because again, I can make basically an infinite amount of sugarcane once we get to that point. Should be enough. All right, and then
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
I did tell you that he did change the stonecutter sound, so that is every single time I use the stonecutter. So if I do it rapid fire,
Buzz, 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 buzz.
and as far as I know, there's not a way to change that. So we're now done with the dripstone blocks and the dripstone points. Now I just have to get it set up. I like to upgrade my tools too, because they're still technically wood, but now I do think it's time to upgrade to iron. Because I think for right now, everything's going to get somewhat compact until I have a better understanding on how I want to actually build everything. I have to remember that if I'm going to try and make this one into the automated one, I need to leave room for the machines as well. Okay, we finally have it completed. Now it's just actually getting the dripstone in place. So I'll probably use this as a border. So if I were to put it here, there we go, point. So this is basically all it is this, and then the water above with the dye of your choosing on that, and then it will go down through the dripstone point and then onto the sand that goes here. Now, if I do it even with that, is it possible?
1 hour later.
And then what I can do is machine facing that way, machine facing that way, and then machine facing that way, and then machine facing. I like that. The only one that will be that. Because I do want to keep it pretty much, I have so much more room too, that's the thing. I want to keep it even as well. The second row, that works, and that's already 10, so I could almost double up on some of the colors too. That's 15. I mean, it may get switched up later on, but so far I like this. And what I'll do is separate this one, and then when I add others, those can be extras. So it'll be the normal 16, and then these will be extra. Okay, so I can go ahead and get rid of the cobblestone because that was just placeholders for the machines. So technically this is pretty much set up. The only thing I need to do is, well, one, get all the water in it, and then the right colors for the sand. So it's just more of, you know, so I don't duplicate any colors and whatnot. Onto here. So right now the only thing I need to do is just make an infinite water source to help me get the water up here. Yeah, so this is pretty much the setup for the dye farm. The only thing I'll have to do now is manually we'll have to get cobble, turn it into gravel, turn it into sand via the hammer, and then just start placing them underneath. I'm still not done with the look of it. This is just like bare minimum. I just want to get it set up, but I will make it look different, you know, probably in between episodes or whatever. But I do have this up now. What I need to do is, for the moment, just do this just so I can get the water I need. So glad I made the better bucket. But what I'm gonna probably do first is just get everything filled with the normal water and then put the dyes in. I usually do this, put the water into the area it needs it, and then I'll come back with not only the dyes but also trapdoors. It's just me, but I like to have a trapdoor with the correct color dye that is with the water. So like if this was yellow, I would want to put a yellow trapdoor on top. That way if I come up here and need to know what's underneath it, I don't want to just cover it up. And then we add it here. Then we just start adding everything where it needs to go. Maybe at this point making like the wooden buckets would help, but honestly that's a little bit of waste of wood for me. Finally got all the water into the ones we need. I did leave 4 empty because those are the 4 that we do not have access to. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and fill in the ones that we do have access to with the proper colors. There's no right or wrong way to do these. It's just how you want to do it. So like what I usually do is I kind of like to color coordinate mine, like kind of gradient scale first. So first ones will be black, gray. Oh, I don't have light gray. There we go. Light gray. Oh, actually we'll need 2. I think that's gonna be it. And then well, I just need to make now tons of trapdoors. It just helps having a random block to do this and then that, and then you know like to do is, so this one, actually no, do black first. Black, toss it in there, give it a second, boom, now it's black, and then you can now do that and it turns to a black trapdoor. I can place it here, same thing, grab the gray, drop that in. Again, I usually do the water first, then the trapdoor, because I tend to find that when you right click with any kind of dye, it always wants to apply the dye first before actually doing the right click thing. So that time I right click just to close it, but it also applied the gray. And then we're just going to do it with the rest of them. So it's going to take a minute. So plus I also need to make more trapdoors. I'm just going to make 2 more. I could go ahead and make all of them, but...
Hello there.
Oh, okay. What? Okay, I'm actually going to have to... I didn't realize that the points still grew if there was nothing underneath it, so I don't need that happening. So placeholder for sand will be this, Okay, we finally have all of the trap doors. Now I just have to worry about getting the dye. So, doing light gray next. Again, I just want to make sure that the water turns the right one before closing it. This one's white. So we have black, gray, light gray, white. Again, they don't have to go into any particular order. For me, it's just more of what do I need to use that dye for. And again, for blue, technically you can leave the color like it is, but I go ahead and change it because it does actually change the color of it. Yellow. Yellow is also a useful one for gold, and red is also good because that's how we get redstone. I mean, orange is definitely get lava. That's one thing that I noticed is that you can actually make a lava bucket somehow with the orange. Light blue. Did I miscount on the colors? Oh, cyan. Right. I was wondering what was left. All right, and cyan. There we go. Yeah, so we only need 4 more colors: lime, magenta, pink, and purple. I am going to make this room for like extras, so probably for like the light gray, the yellow, and the cyan. But for right now, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just glad that we got the start to the farm. What I will go ahead and do is get the 16 blocks of sand and get it replaced where it needs to go, so that way you can actually get like started on that. Make sure I'm not touching any other cobble, because I can tell you many times I've messed that up, saying all right, we're good, and it's actually connected to something that will actually kill me. So we have the 16 pieces of sand. Again, it will not be instant. It will be a somewhat steady way to getting more dye. So now really I need to focus on making maybe just a small sand gen. Get a thumbnail. Wait, did I even? No, wait. Oh, because I hit the wrong button. I was thinking of Steam. There we go. What I'll do for the essence, I'm going to make I'll do a cyan. That way I can get this stuff out of that chest. Alright, there we go. Oh, and look at that one. Yep, so let's see, one is already done, so now it turned into a block of red dye. So again, what I probably will do is just let all of these go, and then once they're all done, then I'll collect them instead of just going after one, because I don't want to have too many of just one and then not have enough of the other. It's not going to be instant, and it's not like, oh, this one grows or gets put out faster than the brown one or anything else. It's just, it's RNG. It is a more of a slow and steady kind of thing, so don't expect it to be a really fast thing to do. When we get it automated, then it'll be a little bit faster, because one, at that point I will not have to worry about checking up on the block of gray dye, like, you know, like, oh, it's done, we go grab it, because once it turns to that gray dye, it's gonna get broke and then it'll get collected, and then hopefully around that time when it gets collected, it can just get sent via pipe to whatever storage we're using. We got 2 more colors added to our arsenal. We did get the start of our dye farm going, so we have all the colors we have at our disposal already working, and then we still have 4 more colors we have to get, which is going to be lime, magenta, pink, and purple. I know that I can get lime pretty quickly, but I may wait till next episode, because I think at that point I can start getting into create. Perfect timing for that as well. Let me go ahead and sleep. Okay, there we go. No more rain. All right. Yes, unfortunately, I did say create. Again, I'm not a big fan of create. I do love the mod itself in a sense, but it's just I've had issues with mod packs, not really this one, but other ones where it was just more simple stuff, but create just made it lag. Because again, one of the main features that we're going to need is from create. So I think this is going to be a good stopping point. We did get a lot done. We did get the sand gen up and going. Haven't really messed with the mystical agriculture farm because again, these will be our main two farms. I definitely think this is a good stopping point. I mean, in a sense, we got a whole lot done, but not really a whole lot done. It's just right now I want to get all the colors before digging into the mod pack. Because again, right now we're only 4 away. Lime will probably be the next one we get. If you all know of any way of getting pink kind of fast that doesn't have to deal with animals or anything like that, because I tried with granite. I thought granite because it is technically under pink. So let's see. Yeah, granite. Yeah, so it still says it's pink, but I hopped onto my solo one, and that's also like my screenshot one. I tested that one out to see if it actually unlocked pink, but once I actually put it into my inventory, nothing. Purple and magenta are going to be like the last 3. I know I can get lime pretty easily because now that I have light gray, I can make the stuff for create, which now means I can make the fan. All I need at that point is a bucket of water, seagrass, which is just green dye with sticks around it, or I could bone meal some grass and shear them now that I also have shears. And then at that point, I'll probably start working on the chromatic age, which actually we can go ahead and mark some of them off. So throw dye into water to change its color. We've done that. Use color dye water to convert sand into dye block. Technically we've done that, I just have not collected it. Also click on a color leaf block to create flowers. I will need to do that for when I want to get to Botania. Botania is in this mod pack, and that is something that I want to say soon, but I would like to kind of dive into to help us out. Throw a color sapling into water to change the color. I mean, we actually had that one done. Throw a color into color sapling into fire or lava. Done that. Use dripstone to convert a block of sand into dye block. We also done that. So actually got chromatic age minus the leaves done. Obtain obsidian, still waiting on. Automate the cobblestone. Again, technically we can go ahead and check it off, but I want to wait until probably next episode to get it checked off because next episode will be create. All right, guys, I think that's going to be it for this one. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button as well as hit that subscribe button, as it does help my channel out. I will also be posting more Cobbleverse in the near future. I have been taking a break from that just because I've been enjoying SkyFactory, especially now since we have the more colors to do more in the mod pack. So I'm ready to deep dive into the mod pack as it was because I do want to get further on than I did before. And so yeah, until then, I will see you on the next one. Later.